We live.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome everybody to
cold ass wet here. It's cold ass wet.
Fantastic episode of Watch Them Thrones. How y'all doing this evening?
This nigga 60 seconds in, already getting started.
Already. Doing well. Doing well.
You all right? You done shook back?
It wouldn't be me if I wasn't cutting up from the jump. So
this is true.
You know.
Absolutely true.
But you know, your boy here, joined by the one, the only lit Cersei. She's already been in them cups on the bottles and everything already, y'all. We got Balerion, the light skinned dread. And we also got Queen Mother of Barbs, Olenna Tyrell, aka Eartha Kitt, aka Shirley Skeezer. How y'all doing? Let's get it.
God damn.
I think Shirley Skeezer is my favorite.
Jen about to knock both of y'all ass out.
Oh.
So listen, before we get started, we have a first timer.
Like water, let it flow like water.
Supreme Coven, what's happening?
Welcome to the.
All right.
This is their first live, so welcome to the shit show. Glad to have you.
Welcome.
Fucking shit show.
We got friend
Skittles.
She ain't friend, she family. We got Jamila Cooper in the comments.
I'm eating Skittles. I had to see it through.
We got the vet, Miss Ray 4911. We got
all Ray.
She got her glass ready.
We got Emily Shows, A1 since day one. That's how we rocking, baby. We got, you know, I always love to see everybody who been with us, still with us, getting in with us. It's a beautiful thing.
Day oneers.
So,
hey, Patrice is on too. I think she's one of the first ones on.
Fun.
Oh yeah, we got Patrice Danielle.
Yo.
Everybody in the building. But this episode is season 3, episode 5.
Kissed by Fire.
Yeah, entitled Kissed by Fire. The name of this should have been episode 5, White Ass Everywhere. Like, dog, I don't think we've seen an episode with this many naked asses. Different asses, you know.
There was a lot of undesirable ass, though.
Yeah.
A lot of undesirable ass.
You know, we saw your boy Lil Finger.
It could have been just called as naked was taken back.
Mother. I think you have a little TK internet going on.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. My internet been good for the last month. Hey,
that shit got me last. No, we.
So I ain't even gotta say nothing.
No smoke.
I ain't even gotta say nothing. Come on, man. Now look, now y'all know Olenna probably still got dialed up. She emailed me from an AOL online address. Come on now.
I'm not gonna start with you tonight, bro.
TK.
She ain't stunned you. Hey man, we like 5 minutes.
Whatever,
in.
man.
Start the show.
All right.
That's
So,
all right.
all right. let's get it in. So we have we start things off. Well, we started off with the Brotherhood.
With Beric them, right? Beric in the
Brotherhood without
Beric
Beric.
Dondarrion in the house.
So, like this again, seriously though, this episode was called Kissed by Fire, and that was kind of the reoccurring theme, you know what I'm saying, in different ways. You had Ygritte, and of course, she kissed by fire with her hair. And then you have other talks of fire. And that starts us right here with the Brotherhood of the Without Banners, where you see Beric Dondarrion. By the way, he got the coolest name on the show.
Beric.
Yeah.
He does.
Like this shit.
You got Beric Dondarrion
What kind of nigga
and the
name
Hound
is Beric?
squaring off.
Why is your name Derek with a B? I don't like Beric.
You don't like it?
I don't like the name Beric. It's like, why is your name Derek with a B? Why the fuck is your name Beric? Beric Dondarrion.
Oh, like instead of Derek. It's like
Yes.
yeah.
Derek Dondarrion.
So they're supposed to name this nigga Derek Dondarrion?
He's a blood, so he's Beric.
Beric, that nigga changed this shit. Call me Beric, blood.
Call me Beric.
Are there white people named Derek?
Yeah.
White people named Derek. Okay, yeah, that is.
Really?
Derek
I have
Shepherd
never
on
met
Grey's
a
Anatomy.
white Derek.
Derek
It is.
Shepherd.
Derek
Grey's
Shepherd.
Anatomy.
Listen,
Oh,
since we talking about
fictional
it,
character.
Yeah.
I did see a
Written
white
by a black
Jerome
woman.
yesterday.
A white
said what?
Jerome.
A white Jerome. Nigga
white-
threw me off.
Oh no, the fucking
I think you pronounce it Jerome.
No,
No,
his
no.
name is Jerome.
it's Jerome. I think it's like kind of like Jewishy. It's the
Oh shit.
the dude who fucking the dude who is the chairman of the Feds is named Jerome Powell,
What that?
and
So-
he's a white Jewish guy.
So what was his
Jewisy.
profession, the one that you met yesterday, Ty?
He plays football.
Oh.
This nigga named Jerome Cap.
That's Cap.
Well, maybe not.
Everything.
Well, maybe
I
not.
swear to God.
Romy Rome.
But anyway,
It's just real.
we find ourselves with the
He ain't
Brotherhood
that cool yet. Yeah.
without banners. We got a trial by combat, and we got Beric Dondarrion taking on the Hound. And right before the fight starts, my boy slices his hand and then rubs it on the blade, and it just lights on fire.
Lit that bitch up. Hey, shit, Hound could have died right then and there when he saw that fucking fire.
Right.
That boy almost wanted to lay it down. He almost laid it down right then, but he realized I ain't no bitch.
That nigga said, "I want no smoke."
Man.
Y'all got it.
And look, then as they going back and forth with the actual battle, and his shield caught on fire. That shield caught on fire. Oh shit!
It was Blackwater 2.0.
Facts.
There was way too much fire for me going on in that goddamn battle.
In that little bitty compact ass cave. But the blow he came down with, though, I mean, he just separated his shit. But then Thoros, he jumped down. He said them words so fast.
He said,
Man, that boy was on his knees. Well, he was on his knees.
Yeah, he was on his definitely.
I won't finish the statement, but he got down there fast.
Nigga like Loras?
Man. Loras or Thoros?
That you?
Lord,
Oh man, that is not the niggas whose name you want to rhyme with. Loras and fucking Thor. Nah, I had to change my shit. My shit.
Renly? But Renly keep catching strays anyway. Might as well say that nigga name.
Man, Renly Renly caught a stray in the episode from Jaime.
He did. Jaime had to backtrack.
Man, he
Absolutely.
forever catching strays.
So What did y'all? Let me just say before we get into it, this episode was terrible. I'm not gonna even lie.
It's a lot of filler.
It wasn't like, you know, I don't have any like dope ass lines that just really jumped out, you know, dope ass scenes. Like my favorite scene was probably the last scene with Tywin and Tyrion and
Cersei. He cooked the shit. I think the two scenes that stood out for me both involved Lannisters. I think that scene with Jaime in the tub with Brienne. To me that was my favorite, which we'll get into it, but that was probably my favorite of this episode. But like you said, it was real hard to go in and like even find a scene that stood out or lines that was like, oh yeah, that happened. So yeah, I feel you on that shit.
Yeah.
There's plenty of niggardry though.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of nigga notes.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the
thing is that happened was
once that eye gone, it's gone, baby. Once that eye, you can't get the eye back.
You can't regenerate the eye.
I mean, so my thing is this, right? If I'm Arya and if I'm looking at a nigga getting resurrected, like I'm joining that fucking religion. Like, y'all win.
Right. It would have seemed like out of everybody to side with, especially for what she wanted, that would have been it. But I guess we get some insight into that when she asked the question, can you bring back a man without a head? And you know, they was like, yeah, baby girl.
Resurrection rules don't work like that, baby.
Yeah. So after that, she was like, man, well, fuck y'all niggas then.
I mean, me personally, I'm fucking sold. I'm like, all right, well, y'all got me, goddamn.
So who? Somebody else got to say the words for me, or do I need to learn
right? Exactly. So if I die, you can bring me. Hey, sign me up, goddamn it.
Facts. Just somebody be there when I fall.
I mean, because she the real prince that was promised any fucking way, or princess.
Fucking apparently.
Yeah. Yep.
But she was mad as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
Like
she was very angry.
She was screaming out like killing. And the way she was acting, it kind of reminded me of I forget which one it was, Chronicles of Riddick, I believe, when he had old boy down and Tandon Dude was like, kill the beast while it's wounded. That's kind of how.
Oh yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick. God damn, nigga.
Never seen it. Never.
I don't have much recollection of the movie.
I mean, who hasn't seen that movie but like one fucking time?
Hey man, that's like one of my favorite, you know, series, man. Like,
really?
It's a series.
Yeah, Pitch Black.
Pitch Black or Pitch Dark. Whatever the fuck that shit was good. Other than that, y'all miss me with that other bullshit. What the fuck? This nigga say Chronicles of Riddick like everybody's man, like, oh y'all. Yeah, like it's fucking Friday or some shit.
How about that? Fuck y'all. God damn, man.
God damn.
Just to be on your side, TK, because I liked it. I you know, I roll with it, but moving on.
Like what y'all remember in Schindler's List when the nigga went to the like what?
Wow.
I'm just gonna sit here and let shit happen. Yeah.
You remember the girl in the red coat?
Right, you remember the girl in the red coat getting on the train, the fucking Auschwitz?
Nope.
I'll eat this motherfucker right now.
Chronicles of fucking Riddick
right now.
The fuck?
Hey, I never thought we would get a Chronicles of Riddick reference on the show, but hey, you did that shit, my nigga.
God. Let's go to the next goddamn man.
Wow.
See, I guess because the episode was so boring, we got to resort to attacking each other.
Exactly.
I want to say this about Arya. She's still that wild thing. We're waiting for her to have her change. So she's still wild and she's still mad, and she still wants to kill everybody on her list because she going through that list every night. You know.
Yeah, she's definitely going through a range of emotions. when you think about like the timeline that we are on now, like, okay, yeah, we're in season 3, but the timeline of the events that have happened is like what, months, maybe a year or so down the line since her father was killed. I don't even think it's been a year. So like that shit's still fresh. It still hurts, and she's still a child. Months. Yeah, so like she still has the thoughts and the emotions of a child as it pertains to
like
watching her father die.
The butcher boy fathers died.
Yeah,
the dude who got stabbed in the neck.
And then like her sister, to see her sister and to feel like she's been betrayed by Sansa at this point. She been through some shit. Fact, she is at the very beginning of her hate journey. Was this the first time that we've heard her say the list, or did she say it back at Harrenhal?
She said it back in Harrenhal.
Oh no, she's been saying
she just added to it.
She's added to it.
She's added
motherfuckers to it.
Yeah, motherfuckers keep getting added to the list.
Hey man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Niggas gotta go, son.
Where's fucking Jackie and her girl when you need them?
Man. The king.
Damn, even he ain't catching a stray.
Goddamn Mississippi.
There you go, man. You be in the shade as that damn verse.
Bars.
Worse.
That shit will live in infamy.
Y'all call that nigga virus now. That shit is fucking. Yeah.
All right, so we leave the niggas in the cave and go to the niggas in the wild. We find ourselves at a wildling camp, and we got Tormund Jonesbane. He grilling the shit out of Jon Snow, asking him about the defenses of the wall, asking him about the strongholds and all of that. And Jon just lying his ass out the whole time.
Like a motherfucker.
Man. And them niggas got more hoes in Motown than they do in fucking Castle Black. Need to call
man.
For real. Like, that motherfucker said 1,000 strong. With
you barely got 3 Honor.
300.
300.
Them niggas is lacking right now. He said they got 3 castles, man. No, this is also wrong. Ain't shit out there. Only Castle Black, and it's barely, and it's really at this point, it's what's left of whatever Lord Commander took out beyond the wall. What's actually left at the wall is a bunch of cooks and stewards and maids and shit.
Yeah.
That boy Jon was lying for his life out there though.
No.
But he said it with commitment. That
shit was conviction. Y'all done got me fucked up. That shit on my mama, who I don't know.
my boy pulled the queen mother. Tormund was like, well, what about this? He's like, ooh, I'm gonna have to plead the 5th on that.
That was nah, man. 1,000 strong, my boy. I ain't lying.
It's
check the tape, nigga.
Check the tape. Run it back.
Hey, that's how you know niggas be lying. Check the tape. On God, on my motherfucking.
Hey, but I tell you one thing, Ygritte was protecting that meat, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Lord have mercy, she was ready to die about that meat.
Man, what you talking about, boy?
Man, I mean,
experienced it yet.
Man, I'm talking about shit. Like, if everybody could defend you with such zeal, oh my God, she wasn't going.
Her goddamn lower back.
Lower back.
Niggas grabbing fucking cardboard, bro.
It's been a long ass day, my boy. Long ass day.
Was grabbing that cardboard.
But you know what they say though? They say if it's fire on the rooftop, is the goddamn faucet is dripping.
What?
Later. I've heard. Is
that what they say?
If it's fire,
do they really say that?
If it's fire, if FYE, if it's fire on the rooftop,
that means
the faucet below is dripping.
It's dripping. Come on, somebody.
So they got a plumbing problem? You got a leaky bladder?
Oh no, it's not a problem. I'm sure.
That's fine.
No problems at all. He said Jon was grabbing lower back. Why did I just see his nigga's name? This nigga's name is Jon was grabbing
lower.
Idiot.
Nigga was grabbing. But you know what though? I can't even lie. Out of all the options at that, she's probably the best goddamn. I mean, at that point,
man, you see it. You see how Samuel was going out. Samuel was going out sad. I mean. At least Jon seemed like he got a little bit of blood. I hope shit.
Yeah.
Because goddamn Gilly, nigga, I ain't running no 4-2 for Gilly. I don't give a fuck. No. Not fucking Gilly.
With her or her grandma. Oh yeah, she is her grandma.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Like which grandma though? Like what in which in the line of succession, what grandmother to yourself are you?
How you gonna be your paternal and maternal grandma?
That motherfucker. God damn. I was fucking.
Golly.
Gilly?
That's some of that.
You're talking about lines and lines and lines of incest.
Yeah. So you got to give it to them for the casting because they probably look like it.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey man.
For real nigga.
Look, I was just finna say Jamila beat me to it. Like, dude. That girl, that girl woke up thinking about that mouth, didn't she?
Man, what you talking about?
She woke up and rolled his ass early, and rolled his ass over, and was like, "Hey,
what did you do with that tongue?
Do all the lords do that thing? No, that thing with your mouth? With your mouth." Hey, that Kiss by Fire, goddamn. That nigga
Ygritte, boy, she was ready for round, goddamn. And by the way, that fucking hot spring, how is that not unoccupied in this goddamn world, nigga?
Like nobody was there. They had the most romantic fucking afternoon ever in the history of Game of Thrones. It ain't never been that fucking romantic nowhere on this goddamn show.
In the middle of a fucking blizzard desert, there's a fucking hot spring.
A hot spring.
Fucking big enough for a fucking condo, and these niggas are just there by themselves.
She just happened to run over there too. I knew what she was about though. She took that sword and grabbed the torch. I was like, she got a torch. She trying to keep those. She setting the goddamn ambiance for this nigga and shit.
No, she cleared it out before. She cleared it out before. She went and had a bath and was like, "All right, y'all niggas, get out of here because I'm bringing my man back."
That would be nice if she bathed first. I hope she bathed.
She did.
I hope.
Well, no, like she did because she was like, "How long has it had before you had a bath? How long has it been since you've had a bath?" Like,
hey, and you would think them niggas would discuss that before they fuck.
Right.
You know, like.
Jon had already went down there and did his little business, you feel me? Put that tongue twister 9,000 on her ass.
I know that nigga
that girl didn't want to leave the cave, you hear me?
I know that nigga breath smell like goddamn ass and no ass.
But like,
hey, she was like, I want to stay here in this cave forever and get ate out by you.
Get that
mom was like, I don't know.
Hey, she was like, I don't care about none of this shit no more. Right. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Fuck that wall.
Crows? Fuck them crows.
Right.
Damn, not that. Oh my God. Dirty.
No, Samantha, we've already deduced that she cleaned herself before, so it may have been hairy, but it wasn't dirty.
Does she look clean though? I mean, let's be goddamn honest. None of these motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers,
they don't. But the lower back looked pretty clean.
Her face was dirty, so if that face was dirty, I can only imagine. Goddamn it,
motherfucker can't wash your face. How the fuck you gonna wash your? Come on,
her lower back was clean. She just.
Why y'all getting lower back?
Her lower back wasn't clean.
Lower back, y'all keep calling lower back.
Sharp ass hip joints.
I like to. I'm just being optimistic that his experience wasn't gagging.
Hey, look, and then they went to asking about each other's experiences and shit. She went to telling Jon And she said something about nigga was built like a mammoth. Oh, hey.
She started listing them. She started
you need to shut
reading the list.
It's like you need to be quiet.
Like this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then there's one over here, and then the people that came from down the way.
Y'all know how. Listen, I TK Leslie, I can speak for all the men on here when I say y'all know we can't handle that shit. I don't want to hear that goddamn shit. In my mind, I'm
the only one.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm good. I'm good.
Keep these still.
My nigga was.
I didn't already hit anyway, so shit. What's the fucking point? I know.
Right.
Hey, my boy was having eater's remorse though. He definitely was.
This one she said something about a mammoth. I said, oh wait,
what? That shit was crazy though. Like she took her clothes off and she was like, she said, "You swore some vows, and I want you to break them." You know, and my boy tried to fight it, and it's like, you know, in the book he's like really conflicted about the shit. You know, talking to himself, trying to talk himself out of it, and all this and that, knowing damn well he already knew what he was going to do when he walked in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was about to salute the great Westeros flatland. So there you go.
Facts. And two though, when she was taking them clothes off, her wildling underwear was dirty. Now that I think about it, now that I recall,
it's animal skin. Of course, it's gonna be dirty.
Right. So I mean,
I would have been like, oh, might as well.
I guess when everybody smell like ass, it don't smell like ass to you.
I mean, like, I'm literally out of options at this point.
He's never experienced a clean, so
yeah. It's almost like, you know,
you don't know what you're missing, right?
They desensitized.
Now think about it. The Stark boys, including Theon in that count, would go to what is it, Molestown, which is right outside of Winterfell. Mm-hmm. So everybody had some of Robb. Everybody know
Not
Robb.
Jon Snow. Not Jon Snow though. He was
clean boy.
Yeah, you know, like it's just like
honorable Jon Snow.
He was like undismirched.
It's like going to your grandma's house and, you know, fucking stink a little bit. You like, grandma, what the fuck is that smell? She's like, what smell? Fuck it.
So you saying grandma was nosy?
Oh man!
And like, grandma, can I get the cleaning team in here? Nah,
so wait, so
you baby, I got it.
Are you cooking fish, grandma?
Right, you cooking fish.
So y'all saying that thing was moldy?
Yeah. But you know, but grandma don't smell it, so I'm like, you know, you raised and molded by it, you know, you ain't gonna smell shit.
At least you didn't have to wipe semen off from like Little Finger.
Oh God.
So
man, John probably didn't even get. Oh man, he did her and she didn't even do him. That's crazy.
You don't know that.
We do, cause she ain't know about that shit. That's why she asked him all that shit.
Yeah.
That with your mouth, cause we don't.
He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting nothing. All he got was some worn out.
Y'all ain't doing what?
She probably got teeth in the back of her fucking mouth anyway. She was like one of
Woo! All right, let's bring it back. Let's go on.
You want me to do what?
Oh God.
How do you expect me to do that?
You know nothing, Johnson. No. Oh my God.
Well, he knows something because she was like, oh.
Yeah. Stick it where?
Oh no, well, like she knew where to do that. She knew exactly about that action. I was gonna say dripping boo boo.
All right, come on. Let's move on.
Oh my God. Oh
Jenna
my
tired
God.
of me, y'all. This is the part she started clapping in my ass. Let me shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
now,
dripping boo boo.
So we leave the trailer park and we head to we find ourselves at Harrenhal.
Yes.
Now, as the scene starts, you see Brienne and Jaime, they being brought in to that nigga Roose. This nigga name Roose.
Man, but thank you for touching that because I'm like, why is this nigga's name Roose?
Bruce. That nigga didn't even get a Bruce, nigga.
Dang.
Roose.
Y'all leave Roose the Bolton alone now. He's the talk of the walk, so that's what it is.
Oh man, Roose.
But
hold on. Hi, baby girl.
We're talking.
I'm just talking to my friends. You gonna say hi?
You got a girl and a boy?
Yeah. Two boys, 2 girls, and then daddy.
What?
Yeah. Okay, bye. Hannah Montana say what? You gonna say bye?
Yeah.
Okay. Your hair looks so good. You gonna say bye? You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet babies. Live and stay talking about.
You're not even saying anything. Contribute to the pod, why don't you? I'm gonna just mute it. Y'all continue to
okay.
I know this struggle all too well.
right.
Listen.
I would say, you know, we gotta watch the way we talk around her, but knowing who her daddy is, she's heard way worse.
Sorry, much worse.
Way worse than what we could ever say. But,
hilarious.
So we at Harrenhal and Roose, you know, Roose is talking to him and he immediately tells them to cut Brienne loose. Mm-hmm. You know, she's under his protection now, this and that. And we see Jaime. They hung this nigga hand around his neck, bro.
Man.
Like,
hey, yo, man, Locke had that nigga going through it, bro.
Hey, nigga, Bruce say, "Damn, I see you lost a hand," and Locke jangled that bitch. He said, "Here it is, right here." He reached up and jangled it. Here it is, right here.
Locke had that nigga Jamie on the ropes. You hear me?
He's still fucking with dude, not even knowing it. Like, nigga, you really finna get in trouble right now. You need to chill. I'm talking about they walk in, he kicked this nigga face in the mud. Like, he's still on Jamie's ass all the way through. Like, fuck Bruce and all this. Here's the Kingslayer. I'm like, damn. But you can see a lot of the point. You can definitely, again, when you watch it the first, again, for me at least, watching it the first time through, I didn't pick up on some of the early foreshadowing. I hadn't read the books my first time through watching it. So, but watching it again, you definitely see a sign of things to come.
Roose was like
that early conversation with Jaime and Roose, like just even early. Oh, of course, they're gonna talk more later, but even in that initial conversation, it's like, these niggas scheming already.
Yeah, Roose was overly fucking, rolling out the red carpet for Jaime.
Yeah, he knew the opportunity that was in front of him, and you can see exactly what kind of man he was.
Yep.
Hey.
I would even go one step further because as we've seen Tywin writing all these letters,
facts.
Roose has already gotten his letter and has already changed his allegiance.
I think it would definitely be safe to assume that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. I
just said changed his allegiance. That's all I said.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Am I wrong?
But like Carlton said, you didn't catch that with the first episode. You didn't realize,
Yeah, but now you know, like these letters that we saw Tywin writing in the episode before, like he's been putting that word out. He's been all over.
Hey, let me go to the comments real quick. So we had Ashley Brittany and she said, "Do you think Roose is short for something?" And Jamila answered, "Rooshan." I'm thinking these niggas in the comment, man.
JC, you ain't right.
I never think of him as anything but Rooshan now.
I'm gonna call him that every time.
She went as far as to name him Rooshan Daquan Bolton.
He's not Daquan, he's Delquan.
I don't know. I feel like it might be like Devontae. Rooshan Devontae.
Chris.
Isn't that supposed to be a restaurant?
Ruth.
Oh, it is. Ruth's. That's Ruth.
I know.
It went way back for that one.
Rooshan.
So like Roose was playing them games early though with Jaime because he was talking to him and he was like, he telling him what's going on. He was like, and then your sister.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was ugly.
You kind of see like Jaime's heart start sinking, and he was like, "Oh, nigga, she all right.
She good.
What's that, my boy?"
He thoroughly enjoyed that.
She good. Shit. What you trying to do about it? That's how Roose was cooking from jump. Like the minute Jaime was presented to him, he was already cooking up his own shit. And then of course we see later things that happen in this very episode that lend to Roose already. Like Sweet Mother say, he was already switching up his alliance, so we can see a lot of that coming already from that conversation and other things that happen in the rest of the episode.
But he sends Jaime to Qyburn.
Yeah.
And from the jump, Jaime didn't fuck with him. First thing Jaime said, like, "Hey nigga, where your chain at? Your chain at?
Where are your chains?" He's like, "Fuck them chains."
Maester.
Shit.
Hey, my boy was like, "Man, fuck them chains. They ain't like how I was doing things."
Man, so shit, I was up there. I was cooking on them niggas because they took my shit. They got me out here on some bullshit.
But just from this episode to the last episode that Qyburn is in, I'll say that. He ages horribly.
He's right. So
I didn't even realize it either. You right.
Sour milk nut.
He aged. I was like, oh my god, he looks
I don't
like
know. I mean, shit, they did
right
like
here.
fucking kill him. They took the nigga to the brink of death. So
yeah, but you know what though, he thoroughly enjoyed doing that shit to Jaime.
You saw that face. You saw his face. But
his ass was into it.
That's the type shit got his ass kicked out the fucking
the Citadel.
Yeah, that's the shit that got him kicked out. His experimentation and shit like that. So yeah. He was sniffing everything. But hey, question: why does any theories? Because they never touched on this. They never said anything. I don't think either in this or the book. Why no milk of the poppy for Jaime? Was that like a get off on the pain kind of thing? Was that a I just don't want it, I'm too tough for it kind of thing? Like, what's up with the no milk of the poppy?
I think that was a self-punishment thing for Jaime. That was a self-punishment thing. He was like, I deserve all the pain and more. So no milk of the poppy. He wasn't
punishment for like what? Like all his deeds, everything he's done to this point?
Because now he's like when Brienne was like, you sitting here wailing like a woman. This is real shit. This is how life is out here.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
Bro, I thought I could be wrong, but I thought they kind of mentioned in the book where he just didn't really fucking trust him.
Trust Qyburn.
That's what I was about to say. He don't really trust Qyburn.
Yeah, I can see that being
because I mean he's still
like
in
a maester with no chain, what I'm saying? That's like
but also he's in the possession of Roose, of the Bolton. So that's technically Bolton's guy. Right, even though he doesn't know what circumstances that he came about. So I was going more with like that, the pain shit, but also he just don't trust the motherfucker. I mean, you look at Qyburn, would you trust that motherfucker?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially nigga just straight up tell you, I got kicked out. I was experimenting on niggas and shit. It's all good. Put your arm off.
Yeah, he went all the way. He was like, we need to take your whole arm off. Well, no, then we can take it. We can take it down to just below your elbow. He's like, no, you gonna fix this nub, and that's what you gonna do.
Right.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's much to it. You know what I'm saying? Other than he just didn't trust that nigga, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of not trusting, we leave that scene and find ourselves in King's Landing. And we
gaming ass Cersei.
No. This was the scene with Tyrion talking to Lady Olenna.
Oh yeah.
Scheming ass Cersei. Okay.
Yeah. And basically, my boy came in like, hey, look here, let me holler at you about something. And he's talking about money and shit. And I love Olenna, dog. She
cooked his ass. She cooked it.
And she was like,
she ran the numbers at that boy.
She was like, look, nigga, y'all asking for too much. We done gave you 10,000 heads of cattle. We done gave you 15,000 men. We done gave you this and that. We feeding y'all people, nigga. Like, you know.
And they gave you 12,000 soldiers and this many infantrymen and mounted knights and all this stuff. Man, she gave him the rundown. Like, she really cooked his ass.
No, she ran them numbers on it so quick, bro.
Told that boy, you don't have to remind me of the expenses of war. I'm familiar, as you can see. Tyrion ass was sitting there like this here, just listening. He could. How many people leave Tyrion fucking speechless with nothing, no response?
Yeah, you couldn't say shit.
Man, she cooked it. She cooked his ass.
Then her closing salvo, dog. She basically like, nigga, you disappointed me. I heard all this shit.
Hey, that's bro. It's the second time we done heard her say this shit to somebody.
And you
like,
born this shit.
These motherfuckers are really disappointing her. Like she came to the Capitol to play the game, and she's like, you niggas ain't playing the game. I thought we was here to do this shit. That shit tripped me out because she said that shit first to Varys.
Not verse.
Not verse.
Not verse.
Verse virus, yeah.
Not verse.
That damn verse.
But it was so funny because she told Podrick, she was like, "Don't talk, just serve. Don't talk."
This is not what you're here for, sir.
Yeah.
And then that motherfucker start pouring wine. She was like, "You think this is a fucking brothel?"
I'm talking about cooking everybody. Like, bro, when people motherfuckers get in her presence, it just start getting flambasted. They get cooked, cuz.
But you know what though? But he was she reminded me of like a parent eventually letting you borrow money, but you gotta hear the fucking
You
gotta hear
I'm gonna do it.
shit.
I'm gonna do it.
But you gotta hear that shit before.
I'm finna cook your ass though.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
hear that shit before.
To me cook your ass.
Bro,
The steering was like, okay, thank God.
She called him a browbeaten bookkeeper.
Like, I ain't never heard them kind of man.
That's tough, man.
That shit really hurt him too. That shit really hurt him because Tyrion relished in, like, in his time as the hand, he relished in playing the game. Game. I think that shit really that shit cut him.
That cut him worse than anything.
Man, and then dapped his ass up and told him good day.
Wow. I don't believe you, Celeste. Celeste talking about she before y'all ask, she drinking.
Literally, it's Crystal Light. I drank enough earlier. You know that.
Oh yeah, we know.
Oh, we know.
We know.
Nigga, we know.
Oh God.
So after we leave Olenna cooking Tyrion, we find ourselves in River Run with Tommen, not Tommen, and his brother laying on the floor, and
that nigga said, are you here to rescue me?
No, sir.
You know, I'm about to take you out, my boy, but not how you think.
You niggas.
Nah, nigga, we not.
Like, man, you didn't hear these niggas dying on the way here?
Nah, nigga. This ain't a rescue mission.
Rickard Karstark wasn't going though. He said, fuck the boy. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of sitting around. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of hearing from this nigga. I'm sick of his mama. I'm sick of his wife. I'm finna kill these little niggas.
Yep.
And they murked them niggas.
Yeah.
So like he killed them, and you know, Robb had them niggas rounded up. And my boy, he had zero remorse. He had zero fear. He was like, man, yeah, I killed him, and this nigga ain't gonna do nothing but scold.
He ain't gonna do shit. Fuck me. Boy.
Yeah.
I fought for your father, boy.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Blackfish dropped his ass off that boy shit though. I fuck with Blackfish because every time they get to get unruly with Robb, he's Blackfish step in.
Hey, Catfish my nigga, man.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to do is yep, it's the uncle.
Edmure should have took some lessons.
Facts.
Catfish is my nigga, dog.
Too much lip,
and
you got hit by the catfish.
But speaking of Edmure and everybody else in that fucking room, Robb ain't listened to none of them.
Nobody.
And for once,
nobody.
I won't even say for once. For once, Edmure was right, but he was in line with everybody else in the room.
Of course.
And everybody was speaking some like, and that nigga listened to no one. Like at worst, you should have just kept the nigga as a hostage to make sure you kept the forces of the Karstarks.
Yeah.
Dog.
Like, nigga.
Dog.
But if you think about it, Robb has the IQ of his father and the stubbornness of his mother, and that's a lethal combination.
No, the stupidity of his mama.
Damn, she took out Robb with one fucking blow.
but this the one time you should listen to Cat. The one time everybody like, damn, Cat actually make motherfucking sense.
She did for one.
Cat had the one fuck up that Cat had was probably the biggest fuck up out of all the fuck ups.
Yeah, right. Where's the phrase shit?
But Cat's fuck up was fucking, letting Jaime go. But other than that, everything Cat has done to this point, everything she said, most of it Robb ain't fucking listened to, and it's what's put him in this position in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah. She's just a terrible fucking mama. That's
yeah,
like
terrible.
horrible.
Terrible mother.
Horrible.
So fuck the kids and leave them.
Like, we in that scene, bro, and the funniest nigga was like, the funniest part of old boy was like, oh, I ain't do anything.
Man, I just watched.
And Robb was like, oh, okay, then bet my boy. Hang this motherfucker last so he can watch everybody.
Watch the other one die. That nigga said they made me do it.
That nigga plead. My boy plead this case to the very end. You hear me?
Shit, though. Robb wasn't hearing none of that shit.
So then,
Robb should have married that girl. That's what Robb should have done.
But see, he was too busy thinking about the fact that, like, the word of the king was all them Frey women was ugly. He didn't want no ugly Frey woman. Oh, man.
But dog,
hey, why is Catelyn Stark getting that work in the comments?
She's been getting that work since the beginning, though. Like, since we started.
Man. Like, damn, y'all let Cat make it, bro. She, damn.
Nigga hate that, boy.
Well, I have a question, and maybe I missed something. So they go through with the execution. Okay, so the king, whoever passes the sentence has to swing the sword. So why was Robb so enraged after that? You see his fist clenched so hard, and then he's walking back in the rain.
I think it was just because it was the first time that he actually had to do that. It was the first time that he had to live up to his father's, like the Stark name, and passing that sentence, and then being the one to swing the sword. I mean, he was up to it, but I think it was just, I guess that was his way of conveying the emotion, the actor that is, of what came with that. But,
I mean, and plus the Karstarks, I mean, that's, that's fucking,
that's their cousins.
That's blood.
That's family. Like, they've been,
and he was spitting some real shit at his ass before he died. Like, hey,
exactly.
Man, fuck you. Kill me. And also, fuck you.
So I'm pretty sure that, I mean, even though they like cousins and shit, that's like an uncle to him. I'm pretty sure growing up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for him to have to kill his uncle, after his uncle repeatedly said, fuck you, you are no king of mine.
Like, man. Hey, also, I fought for your father in the real war. And fuck you.
Yeah.
Man, it's like he just repeatedly kept finding ways to say, little nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
I think Robb was just, he was just frustrated, and that he really was just out of character, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, if we're being real, he hadn't lost a battle, but he was losing this war at this point.
Right.
So that had to be him being like, he got mad when they called him boy. He got mad when they said things like "you green," but let's face it, Robb was green.
Right.
And I think Tywin had said this in an episode earlier. It might even been like in season 2. He hadn't lost a battle, but that boosted his confidence to the point where he kind of thought this was like going to be an easy war, where he was just going to march through every castle, every land, and just win and whoop ass and win and whoop ass. And then Tywin just said, okay, y'all ain't going to keep whooping my ass. I'm just wait this shit out. And I have the money, I have the men, I have the means to wait out this war. And you don't. You got these men away from home. So...
Meanwhile, Tywin, if we just fast forward, I ain't gonna talk about it like that, but Tywin is essentially moving on from Robb.
Man,
like he was talking to Cersei. He was like, okay, well, the war is about
done.
He's done.
That's done.
Yeah.
But and I think that's too. That goes back to what we already said earlier. The letters that he had already sent out, the conversations that are being had back and forth in the kingdom Tywin is already spinning this web. You know what I'm saying? His reach is, as we know, far as the fucking kingdom goes. Like, there's nowhere where this man doesn't have influence. So
clearly, people are responding to his letters, as we can see.
Yeah. That nigga had social media. I swear to God, that nigga was tapped in, cuz. That nigga was tapped in, cuz.
Tywin is Mark Zuckerberg.
Sending them motherfuckers out. You hear me?
Oh. No, Tywin is has a little more life in him and a little more color. So not Zuckerberg.
More life and color.
Zuckerberg called a stray. Damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
Damn, Zuckerberg catches strays on Watch.
He's as exciting as a white piece of paper.
Speaking of like crazy,
I not like now. Zuckerberg would beat your ass now. You heard it. You see it.
Hey, I say that nigga doing that MMA. Yeah,
that nigga doing MMA now.
Yeah, boy, say he out here. But while we on the subject of crazy ass white people, like the whole scene with like Stannis and his wife, it just screamed white people crazy as a motherfucker.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Why that bitch had them goddamn babies sitting up there like fucking trophies?
Yo,
like bitch, you are the weirdest little.
She was different. She was. Oh.
His mother didn't even say nothing like that. Like, I mean, I would have been like, oh, wait a minute, bitch, where did you get this up here? Since I've been gone.
Bitch, I come back and this what you did with them. Girl.
He tries to apologize for cheating on her. She's like, oh, I knew.
Girl, you was doing the Lord's work.
Hey, she was like, Lady Melisandre told me, and I was thanking Jesus when she was throwing it back. Like, what?
Like, damn.
She knew she wasn't missing that.
She told me she busted open for you on the table. How was it, my lord? Wait a minute. Wait, she was too excited about being like, wait.
Meanwhile, I was fucking Planned Parenthood on the fucking dresser. Just
and why were they so big? Why were they so big?
I don't know. That's a good
Them niggas
question.
look like 4-year-olds.
It's like I guess it was Planned Parenthood. That shit was fucking, the motherfuckers were born.
Them niggas look like 4-year-olds. I thought she had like stillborns. Them niggas look like they was 6 and 7. It was like 4, 6, 8. Like, damn.
Like, help. We're still alive.
Yes, I saw that nigga's face. That nigga knew. That nigga know his wife. That shit was insane. I mean, that old
Stannis knows that all these motherfuckers are crazy except for Shireen and fucking Davos. These are the same motherfuckers, and he got them locked up. Got both of them locked up.
Yes. And she got this nigga locked away she got Shireen locked away in a tower and just like
and hates her.
And called her a distraction. You don't need that distraction. Damn.
And then what are you, bitch? Shit. Why are you still here?
Jesus, Celeste.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stand that woman.
Say it with your chest out.
You got these dead babies right here on your nightstand, and you got your real live child locked in the tower.
Locked in the damn tower.
She's
you excited to be a side piece.
Right.
She got babies everywhere. She had them on her face, on the dresser. She got one in the dungeon. It's crazy.
On her face, we're on her face. Oh, God damn. I think that's Melisandre had him on his face.
Ooh. So yeah.
Okay.
We got Pete Mulatto in the comments saying, I think they had a Will and Jada marriage agreement. He damn sure had an entanglement with Melisandre, so
you got entangled in that
demon. Could probably throw. It didn't make sense for
Jamila says she locked her baby up for being ashy.
JC, damn.
God damn. Not a fucking grayscale joke.
Then the baby face was ashy.
Damn, Sheree, that was ashy as
She
fuck.
just had eczema. She wasn't ashy.
Oh man, that was some.
Hey, and then Stannis leave with the crazy baby mama. He go see Shireen, and she's like asking about Davos, and he's like, baby, Davos ain't shit. He a traitor.
You might well forget that nigga.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
He ain't worth nothing. I got him locked up in the dungeon.
Locked up? Why? Because he's a fucking traitor. Like, god damn.
Best you forget him.
Best you forget him.
That nigga so like Stannis just get on my nerve with this.
Matter of fact. Yeah.
It's just cold, and this is just what it is, and it's what it is because it's what it should be, and so shut up.
Shut up.
Like, god damn, man. Like,
there's no Santa Claus, but exactly. That's just what we is.
Hey.
I did like that she went, and went and saw Davos and talked to him and, teaching this nigga how to read. It was, that part was a lot different in the book. But
yeah.
I'll feel some type of way if a goddamn 9-year-old teaching me how to read.
Well, if you ain't got nothing else to do but to sit in a damn cell, wouldn't you want at least some company?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but shit, man. Like you all this smuggling you was doing, you couldn't smuggle a book, nigga?
He could smuggle that bitch, he couldn't read it.
I'd have found some.
He could smuggle it.
Why you think he came up with Onion Knight as his sigil?
Man, wait.
Oh, not R. Kelly.
No,
come on, y'all.
No, you can't do that.
Come on, man. Don't do Davos like that.
No.
Don't do the Onion Knight like that. Come on, y'all.
He was no.
Damn.
The Onion Knight was pure of heart.
D to the A to the V to the O to the S.
Oh no, not Davos, man.
Jamila says, "Seems like you're reading." God damn it.
That's the one. Right there.
Everybody give a hand.
Oh, okay. She came back and said she meant in a literate way, not the PP way. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Floyd Mayweather might have been a better choice.
No, not the PP way.
I mean, because goddamn, you had to clear that up.
He said, "Not the PP way."
Not the PP.
Oh man, y'all are crazy.
Dave Doe said, "Y'all still watching them Thrones?" Yes, niggas, we are.
I mean, no, we just talking about it.
We're just here for a fucking.
We just gather here every Sunday, nigga, for nigga church.
Hey, we just here for a good time, not a long time.
Not nigga church.
I tried to keep on going like I ain't say that shit. Yeah, stop bringing up old shit.
Yes, we rewatching. We on season 3 right now, episode 5.
Is he okay? Are you okay, Dave?
He just got here. It's all good, Dave. You just got here. We rewatching. We on season 3, EP5, like TK said. We watching the shit over, aka rewatching, aka watching it.
We appreciate you joining, brother.
We do.
We appreciate you joining.
He's here for it, and we glad you're here. See, just next like scene. That was in books, it was a misunderstanding. That's all.
There you go. And it got straightened out nice and
so now we left reading Rainbow, and we found ourselves at Harrenhal. And
this the best scene in the whole shit to me.
This is another extremely long back because she like 6'1".
Man.
But we had Jaime and Brienne in the tub.
Mouth to mouth, bro.
Jaime had to get his bays in.
Yeah. And I think this is really when we really start seeing, the human side of Jaime, where he kind of start opening up more to Brienne, and he kind of, this is when he told the whole story of how he became you know, Kingslayer.
I think his arc definitely begins to change here. But in the words of Leslie, real quick, did y'all see when this nigga he got in the tub, but that nigga had to keep that stomp up out the water? That nigga was sitting there the whole time like this. That nigga had to make sure you get that bitch wet. I slick felt that shit though, because I can't get that stitches. That nigga was sitting there like this here. But I think though the actor that plays Jaime, I won't even try to say his name because I'm sure I will butcher it. But
can't be no worse than
Jacqueline Hager.
That's y'all ain't finna put me on the tape for fucking up a name. Nigga, we got highlights for niggas fucking names up on this show. Fuck that. Yep. Anyway. Leslie sitting right there. Y'all say it, nigga. But the dude, like,
not birds.
He killed the fucking scene, though, dog. Like, just the emotion that he put into that. But it was so. I love to hear his side of the story because, like, to this point, everything that we've heard about, like, the war and the rebellion, other than here, like in season 1 from Robb himself, King Robert, that is, and a little bit from Ned, we hadn't heard like firsthand. You know, testimony of what happened during the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all been from other people talking about what happened. So, like, to hear Jaime's actual side of the story, when he was in the fucking building, he was the one that swung the sword. But I like to hear those inside stories, like to hear what a motherfucker that was actually there, what he was seeing, what he was thinking, what was actually going on from the inside.
Definitely. So you start getting some of his arc as he's turning, and you start seeing some of the repressed emotions that he's had over the years that's always been covered up by, you know, all this peacocking and bravado and I'm the Kingslayer and I'm gonna slice you up and all this other shit. So now you're starting to see the real him.
Yep. His guard was let down. He was able to kind of fully, like since they're. See, this is the thing about Game of Thrones that we were missing from the last couple of seasons, was the journey, right? The journey of people traveling together, forming bonds, and then when these bonds are like, and then they come to this apex where there's this reveal or this need for like this relationship that they've been building up through the seasons. And Brienne and Jaime built up a relationship through that entire, like a season and a half, for this moment to come where he revealed something that he never told anybody.
Right.
And, and it felt worth it. Like this scene felt like a worthy, end to their journey, from what we're thinking until.
And it seemed like for him, he had to get that shit off his chest. He had to say that, like when after he said what he said, after Renly caught that stray and Brienne got mad, and then she sat back down, he said that there it is, there's the face that you all give me. So you could tell that shit had been bothering him for years. Like he said, the look of disdain, the look of disgust, your Kingslayer, murderer, oathbreaker, all that shit had been fucking with him for all of that time. And it's just like, Queen Olenna said, like, all that peacocking you've been doing has been to mask the fact that you've been hurt by this shit the whole time.
Yep.
And then when he's ending the story and he's talking about he had just killed the Mad King, and then Ned and Robert came into the castle and he saw the look on Ned's face, as he's standing over the Mad King's dead body, and he says, by what right does the wolf judge the lion?
Yeah. In the book, he found him sitting on the throne, right? In the book, Jaime killed the Mad King, and he actually sat the throne when Ned walked in, correct?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So I think that, I don't know if they actually went into that in the show or not, but that was a big part of, Ned's judgment of Jaime. Was
because he was just casually just sitting there.
You killed him and you sat the Iron Throne immediately afterwards, and that's where he found him when he went into the throne room. So
So right after he says that, that's when he passes out, and then Brienne is hollering for somebody to come get him before he drowns because he's heavy, I guess. Everybody don't swim in water.
My boy seen that thing and he was like, ugh.
Hold me. Oh man.
That nigga had some pillows lay on.
Maybe a decorative pillow. Not a down feather pillow. A decorative.
Hey, look, by that point in time, Jaime probably didn't give a damn.
It's just like Ygritte, nigga. You'll take anything at that point.
Niggas.
I mean, you know,
a mouth's a mouth, bro.
Hey, that
never
nigga
mind.
was like,
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
that boy
it.
like, hell, she done already bathed.
I mean, why are we here?
I mean, if he was all that, was he looking for a velveteen rabbit? I don't know. Who's to say?
What?
God damn it, Eartha. What are you talking about?
See, that's what I be talking about, man.
Eartha.
See, that's what I be talking about. So y'all be acting like it be me. She started off on the show, she be all sweet and all Christian like.
Oh, I ain't never been Christian. No, come on now. I'm spiritual, but that's about as all we're gonna say about that.
Wait, a what rabbit?
Y'all need to go read some books or something. I don't know.
Like I told y'all, she starts off all nice and pristine. She's Shirley Caesar. Then she go to Shirley Caesar. I keep trying to tell y'all.
God damn, nigga, was this on Chronicle of Riddick too?
Is that a new toy?
Oh,
You don't want to know which part of the body is a velveteen rabbit. You can't just leave it now.
What? Y'all seriously don't know?
No idea.
Okay.
Was this on like Superfly or Mac or something?
No.
I remember a kid's story about a velveteen rabbit.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Oh.
I'm so I'll tell y'all when we get off. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh no, nigga. You need to tell us now.
All right. So
oh man.
Your grandma and your grandpa have their dentures, and so when they get in bed and they take their dentures out and they gum on each other. So that's how I'm gonna leave that. So y'all need to go read some damn books or something. Y'all need to travel and learn things about the world.
This has been Freak Shit, brought to you by Queen of Bars, Olenna Tyrell.
Shut up, Eartha Slit. You ain't no better.
I didn't know what it was.
I did not want to ask to it. I don't want
to read that shit.
Moving on.
I did not need that visual. Oh my God.
Now you got me looking forward to when I get old.
Okay. So, yeah.
I'm glad we got that out of you.
Yeah. So then like Khaleesi them.
Jesus Christ.
Them niggas was marching and shit.
Khaleesi and them.
Khaleesi and the army and shit.
Oh yeah. So now we're back on the east side.
Are we back?
Yeah.
So does it feel like velvet or something? Like
I don't know because I have all my teeth. So
Cletus, what does here piece of biscuit remind you of? Mr. Johnson.
Oh y'all motherfuckers. Oh anyway. So, now that we're talking, we see Khaleesi and Melisandre, and we are witnessing Jorah and Barristan having their little tete-a-tete.
Fucking pissing contest.
Oh Lord.
Fucking cock measuring
I'm trying
contest.
to upgrade us because we done got in the gutter. I'm trying to give it some,
You took us that, man.
Oh man, you done said all that. You might well say them old niggas was having fucking cock measuring contests. Old niggas measuring them old fucking saggy balls. Don't nobody care about you, old niggas. She don't want you or you. Your old ass just got here. Your old scheming ass been here, and you been scheming, and you old niggas need to shut up.
Embarrassing, hating ass. What the fuck you just got here and all of a sudden you barking orders and shit?
Yeah, that nigga told George, forgive me for what I'm about to say. That nigga George say, hour calls, nigga. George ain't want to hear that shit, dog.
Hell no.
Oh man, they say we in Flea Bottom, yo. The show in Flea Bottom tonight. God damn.
God damn.
So they're swapping stories about bad rulers and bad people that they work for and different things. And having their little pissing contest, and George like, yeah, but you're not the commander of the King's Guard no more, so you ain't got no power here. Trot off. Yeah.
Of course, he made sure to mention and ask him about his role within Robert's small council. I mean, he was questioning his ass sharply too, like, hey nigga, don't the Lord Commander usually sit in on the meeting? What you was telling him, my boy? And Barrister was hitting him with that shit. My nigga, I wasn't sitting in on them hoes because I had killed a bunch of Robert's folks in the rebellion. So really, I was just there.
He didn't trust me like that.
I was just there for protection, nigga. I ain't get to speak. And Jordan was like, oh, okay, big.
Okay. Woo.
So about this weed shit.
Right.
Jordan ass was not fucking going, dog. And then of course in the midst of all this, we see Khaleesi appoint all the
Khaleesi
officers.
Shabazz fucking telling them niggas to throw away their slaves' names.
Man, right, nigga. Throw that shit away. And Grey Worm was like, nah, I'm keeping this shit because this was lucky. Which again, a big difference in the book was that the Unsullied were given new names daily. So it wasn't like you were Grey Worm and you were Grey Worm for life. You were Grey Worm one day and you was Red Rat the next day. So when he mentioned that name was Lucky, he really meant that because that was the name that he was given the literal day that Khaleesi freed them.
That Khaleesi freed them.
Yeah. So that was the difference that they really done. I'm assuming it was implied here on the show, but they actually dove into that in the book where, like I said, they were given the name every day. Yeah.
I wish, but I'm glad you did.
Because that would have made his name mean more.
Yeah, like rather than just Grey Worm just saying I'm keeping the last name Williams, right?
Facts.
Yeah, I'm keeping Smith, I'm keeping Williams. Then
hell no, my daddy gave me that name. That blood got my daddy's name on it.
Hey, but the way that they presented Grey Worm was pretty cold. I like the way that they did that.
Them niggas, them Unsullied don't play about them formations and shit. But that's why they were so, feared out in the field. Like if you go fight these niggas in the field, they're gonna stay in their formation. Right. So that's why niggas was trying to keep them close quarters to fight them, which of course we'll get into that later.
Oh, yes, we will.
Yeah, I got to see y'all's girls for a few minutes.
Man, it wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't enough. We need a whole episode.
I don't like how she said that though.
Just two of them, and I can interview them. Just me alone. I don't need y'all niggas. I don't need the backup. I got this. I was trying to log in and shit. I'm like,
hey, next thing you know, this nigga's doorbell is ringing. Hey, get the door, nigga. I'm at this nigga's residence.
I'm outside, nigga.
Your hair will be extra high on that day. Extra high. It'll be like this.
Man.
I can't with you people.
You people.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Shall we remind you?
You younger that ain't read no books.
What book has my granddaddy with no teeth get some? I'm scarred.
You niggas need to read. They want to hide something from you niggas. Hide it in a book. I'm glad they hid that shit there.
Man, what you talking about? The fucking old people fucking with ditches? Jesus Christ.
Don't drop that shit there.
Don't drop that shit there. That's that yellow cake, nigga.
Pray to God you don't drop that shit.
Drop that shit. God, you drop that shit. That was from the Chronicles of fucking
Man.
Yeah.
Chronicles of fucking Reddit. I would never.
Oh my God. This nigga in the Chronicles. Hey, the nigga, the Chronicles of Riddick has been mentioned more on this episode tonight than it has ever been mentioned in the history of any fucking thing.
The movie didn't even talk about
niggas have never said the Chronicles of Riddick this much in life, nigga.
Fucking Vin Diesel didn't even mention that shit.
Vin Diesel really think he is fucking Dom Toretto from goddamn Fast and Furious. He let that Chronicles of Riddick shit go out the window. He really think he is that nigga from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, because at first he thought he was Riddick. He was like, nah, fuck that. Nobody watches this shit except for fucking TK ass.
I'm gonna be the Dom Toretto.
Nobody watches this shit except for the nigga, except for like one nigga from Mississippi, apparently. To fucking go make this fucking Fast and Furious shit.
I will say this: my mama like that shit, so TK and my mama like Chronicles of Riddick.
All right, so TK and Mama fucking Wyatt.
All the two niggas in the world.
Is Miss Kimberly on here? Is she about to get you?
Man, she know my heart.
I hope she bring that goddamn belt out.
She will.
Miss Kimberly, wasn't me this time.
Anyway, since we done with the goddamn TK slander,
I mean, it's really Chronicles of Riddick slander. You just like that shit.
Yeah, you just catch a strays because you
just like it enough to mention it.
I mean, the scene reminded me of it. God damn. I'm just saying. God, you uncouth ass niggas. Anyway,
that means you watched it like more than once. You realize that shit, right? When you talking about a scene. That's the reason why I'm fucking flabbergasted.
How many times have you watched it, TK?
You mean this year or total?
Like you have it?
Nah, like it's come on TV though.
How many times have you watched it this year?
That shit don't go to a fucking TV.
Yeah, what?
That should be on like USA. So you watching like USA?
What do you mean, like TNT or some shit?
Listen, if it's on as I'm flipping through the channels,
so you stopping to watch Chronicles of Riddick? You stop.
I'll stop.
You stop the fucking TV. That's how much you like that fucking movie. That you stopping to watch the.
I'll stop right
stopping
there.
Whatever the fuck you're doing to watch Chronicles of Riddick.
I mean, I'm watching TV.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Okay.
That's fucking wild. It's outrageous.
Anyway, we find ourselves over in King's Landing. And you got Ser Loras and he's fighting. And Sansa's getting all hot and bothered talking to his sister. And you know
Marjorie.
What's crazy is Marjorie know this nigga gay is all outside, and she just playing right along with it.
But why the fuck Littlefinger sent the gay whore for Loras? That shit was funny to me, yo.
You know exactly what the fuck he's doing.
Like, man, I'm talking about the shit worked. Hey, that nigga, he came back Littlefinger. That was quick.
Well,
like, damn.
Listen, man.
Wait.
The best way for Loras to get over Renly was to get under Olyvar. And that's what he did.
Plus, Renly been gone for a minute. I mean, Loras deserves some velveteen love.
The velveteen cry.
Don't really make sense into this nigga. This nigga likes Riddick more than Batman.
I do actually.
I'm not trusting you with shit ever fucking again when it comes to Look.
That's right, Ray. Lil Finger got all the hoes on deck, all the hoes and all the area codes to do everything.
Sansa was like, I want to go back to Winterfell. Lil Finger was like, no, the fuck you not.
Cut that shit.
Like, nah, I'm killing this shit.
Cut that shit right there. He got that information. So, man, that information was gathered with the utmost efficiency. Like Littlefinger had that. He had that information and had went out there to manipulate Sansa within the fucking afternoon. I was like, damn, that what a
Lil
quick
Finger,
fucking turnaround.
He worked fast.
Lil Finger Manhole must have hit Lars with that Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, real quick, I think we skipped one little tiny scene with Robb back with Talisa when they're kind of going through the war strategy.
Yes.
Why in the fuck
was he talking about?
Going back through this, okay, the Karstarks, of course, have marched back home like nigga they fucking told you they would. Why in this nigga's mind was it a good idea? And you said it as you're saying the idea. Oh, the only man who's got that kind of army is the nigga whose daughter I was supposed to marry. Nigga, why was that? Why would you think that's a good idea? Like, just as all of these events are unfolding in real time, watching it, it's so different watching this shit again because it's really like, nigga, you're doing this, you're doing this, and it's about to happen. What you're doing.
Also, think about it like this: fucking everybody already knew about the phrase. Everybody knew how fucking sleepy fucking Walter Frey is. And
then for him to even make the statement or the assumption that, oh, well, he hasn't chosen to side with the Lannisters, based on what? Right. Based on what ground? What have you seen? What evidence do you have that he hasn't already? You slighted him already. You've already slighted him. He knows you slighted him. Why wouldn't you think this motherfucker is like, your first assumption should have been, yeah, I probably didn't already lost Walter Frey.
Yeah, I'm not going back.
And it was more than a slight though. It was
it was a straight like betrayal / diss that everybody
like fuck you. It was like it was really like fuck you. I don't need you. I used you. Fuck y'all.
Even after he
I
said,
don't want your little ugly ass daughter. That's
right, exactly. Even after he said that y'all do nothing but shit on me.
Yeah.
Then proceeded to shit on him.
He proceeded to take a Metamucil pill and say,
"Me."
It's just, I mean,
say thank you, Captain Obvious.
And meanwhile, Tywin was like, "Write that shit down."
It's just crazy. It's just like to see Robb up to this point in the downfall. It's just like, dude, you were such a masterful tactic. If nothing else, Robb was tactical. And it's just like all that shit went out the window in the span of a few episodes.
I got it. Let's go to Casterly Rock.
I'll take their home from them. That'll do it. It's very strong.
Robb was strong with the caucasity. Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, I just had to speak on that right quick. My bad for going backwards. I just had to get that out because, like, why?
I think we got sidetracked by the Velveteen Rabbit and skipped it, but
I think that definitely took us off the rails for a second.
So we in King's Landing, and old boy put that thing on Lars literally.
Pause. Too much. But yeah.
I mean, you started telling everything though. Like,
y'all been talking about all the long backs in the early part of the episode, so it is what it is. Just how it rolls.
There was some long backs for real, right there.
Yeah, there was a lot of backs, fronts,
a lot of legs up in the air,
tops and bottoms.
Yeah,
that fucking Loras. Shit, goddamn, nigga. Could you at least like get Don first, nigga?
Yeah, right. Hey, this nigga don't take niggas. Loras don't take niggas to dinner or nothing. That nigga Loras goes straight to the tent with his.
But he was a whore.
Hey, that boy
Loras
ain't
know that. Loras thought he
right. He was a squire. He thought it was a squire.
Loras said, "How did you know?" Oh boy, like, come on, man. Come on, buddy.
Everybody with Sansa knows.
I remember one time when like Magic Johnson's son was like, starting, I guess, to whatever. And TMZ broke the news. They were like, Magic Johnson's son comes out of the closet. And I'm looking around like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure this nigga's been out. I'm pretty fucking definite, right?
All across Los Angeles, yeah.
Like
random.
Everybody knew.
It really did. Loras told that business so quick. And nigga, how does Squire get that business out of you that fast? How does little Squire?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Come to your tent and get that business out of you just like that.
That's just
Velveteen
not
rope.
He didn't learn from his
Velveteen
grandmama. He didn't follow his grandmama's directions.
Oh.
Wait, are we talking about the Velveteen? Wait, no. I don't want to. Get somebody else to do it.
Hey, how you say grandma lessons then hit that straw like that?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
She was like, you know from your grandma.
Is that the book?
Oh my god.
Moving on to Tywin, Cersei, and Tyrion.
So you know what the man whore got from Loras leads us to the last scene where Tywin is laying game down flat, like, hey. The scene starts out with Tyrion like, what is she doing here? And you know, he think he come to talk about money, and Tywin like, I don't give a fuck about money right now.
Tyrion said, stop that. You're making me uncomfortable.
Tyrion coming that bitch all happy with his,
happy go lucky ass. I done saved us some money, y'all. Shit.
Tyrion, Tywin didn't want to hear that shit. Like, nigga, you ain't even here for that, nigga. What's up? Sit down. And Cersei sitting there smirking because she thinking she cooking too, not even knowing she about to get cooked.
Yeah.
But what did Tywin tell her just the previous episode? You're not as smart as you think you are.
Yep.
So she in there thinking she did all this conniving and found out about the Tyrells and really feeling like she didn't kill two birds. Oh, I'm gonna fuck Tyrion over and fuck the Tyrells over, kill two birds with one stone. Whole time Tywin like, yeah, he gonna do his duty. As will you, my girl.
Yeah.
The way he was like, you can still have kids though, boy.
Hey, yeah, that boy said you will breed. Damn, that boy told his daughter you will breed like that's a dog, nigga. Like, damn.
That nigga said you have shamed the Lannister name long enough, my children.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga. But you know what's funny? Tyrion was like, when they were talking about Loras and Sansa, Tyrion's like, very well, she's a lovely girl, missing some of Loras's favorite bits. But I'm sure they'll make do.
Bags. That nigga Tywin like, nah, my boy, we finna swap all that out. But again, it goes right back to just the ruthlessness and the cunning of Tywin Lannister. One, he gathered that information via Lil Finger, via Cersei, and all that conniving ass shit.
Yep.
But for him to immediately intercept all that shit, he knew that one, they were plotting it, so the plot wouldn't go down, of course, until after Joffrey and Marjorie were married. So he was like, look, we just gonna put our shit in motion first, and that's gonna be what it's gonna be. And we're gonna make our shit public knowledge. It's gonna be agreed upon, and that's gonna be that. These motherfuckers just scheming, so I'm gonna beat them to the punch.
Right.
And I'm gonna use you two motherfuckers. And I don't care if you're my children.
That's my chess piece.
You two are a means to an end right now.
Yep.
Right.
And again, it's just like that's some of the most ruthless, but it's so like
you gotta respect it.
Man, it's so riveting to watch him get into that fucking mode, dog. Like just watching him tap into that shit. Oh my god.
I mean, he literally said when talking about Sansa, he said the girl's happiness is no concern to mine.
And nor is yours. Nor is
shouldn't
yours.
be yours.
Right.
You know how fucking like, I mean, at the same, you're like, okay, all right, this nigga's about the Lannister name. He's about carrying on the Lannister name.
That nigga said, wed her, bed her, and put a baby in her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is what is going to
That's all I need
all
you to
of
do.
us.
I don't care how old she is. That's what I need from you. Look, and then
that nigga was the ultimate.
The nigga made it. The nigga made it as if it was a reward. Nigga, you've been asking for a reward, nigga. This your reward, nigga.
Right.
Like, hell.
And you better be thankful.
That nigga said this is as good as reward as you will ever get.
Control the North.
Control the North.
Yep. Control the North. Because he started naming all the Starks kids. He was like, this nigga dead, this nigga's about to be dead.
They dead, this nigga about to be dead.
This other motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit. Right. She's the last one. Yep.
Let's Cersei, you good over there? We at the end.
Yep. I just need a battery. I'm good.
Me too. I'm at 10%.
See?
I was just making sure you look like you was about to fall over there. You know.
I thought them cups finally got her.
I thought them cups got
she probably reading that book that like about the dentures.
About them dentures.
She might read that book about the missing teeth.
Full circle, baby bottles and now dentures.
Let that baby bottle tell her she don't need it.
I just got the video too.
Where'd he call the nigga disappear?
Idiot. He's an idiot.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
End scene.
Yep.
So yeah, this was this recap was a lot better than the goddamn episode.
Absolutely.
Like I said, this is probably
I can't wait to rewatch this shit.
This is probably the worst one as far as episodes go that I can remember.
Yeah. Well, after the last episode, after episode 4, we got a lot of fireworks. Now we got to build up to episode 9, which is usually where the real big jump off is in every season, episode 9. Yeah. So now we got to build up to that. So yeah, this is a lot of filler, but in rewatching it, we see the reach of Tywin's letters, how people are speaking differently and how things are changing and moving in certain directions according to Tywin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Playing chess.
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen it, so we know how it's gonna go. But like I said, usually like during this rewatch, it's a lot of shit that I see in other episodes. Like, damn, how did I miss that? I really didn't just have that with this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was still worth watching, of course. But hopefully next week's season 3, episode 6, entitled "Decline," that goes better than this.
No Chronicles of Riddick next week.
You know what?
I say, nigga, I
got the shit on demand. I'm gonna go watch a little bit tonight.
I'm sure it's on fucking ESPN Ocho or some shit.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take a clip and send it. I'm gonna take the clip that I referenced and send it to the group chat so y'all can see.
Okay. Well, I have to watch the whole movie. I've never seen it.
Okay, yeah, man, Tyrus. Yeah, like you send that shit so I won't fucking watch it again.
I just want to.
So I won't watch that shit again, nigga.
Yeah. So yeah, episode 9 be 9 and yeah. So
episode 9 already? No, it's episode 6.
No, they're just talking about episode 9 for
in anticipation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. We gonna see though.
So, as always, we do thank you all for rocking with us, tuning in.
Thank y'all.
We do enjoy this. Shout out to we had somebody in the comments from Brazil. Shout out to you. I can't remember the name, but
that's awesome.
That's pretty dope. We had Dave who stumbled on us again and realized we rewatching. So happy to have you aboard, Dave, and everybody else.
Coven, we had a new guy, a new person.
Yeah.
Somebody Coven.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. So hey, continue to like, share, follow. Help us grow this thing, and we're gonna keep it going. So on behalf of John was grabbing lower back. I just noticed that shit. Leslie
slow today.
Excuse us, Eartha, for not being as fast as you.
Oh, you Eartha tonight. Tara.
I'm clipping that.
Clip me if you want to.
I'm clipping it. I'm clipping it. Thank you, Gina. Thank you.
On behalf of Lil Cersei, Valerian, I don't know what he slid off to, but on behalf of him, Mr. Compadre CJ, as well as Celestial, Mother of the Pomeranian, a Queen of Barbs, Jenna Tyrell, as well as myself, TK of House Kettle Black as Fuck. We do appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week for episode 6.
Bye.
How long on this motherfucker? Please get me off here.